Hello everyone, I am Malaceo. Welcome back to my channel. Please like, subscribe, and comment if you have any questions or if you want me to make another video where I elaborate about what I speak about today, or you just have a question and I can probably make a video out. So today is Christmas Eve. So also today will make today the 24th of my Vlogmas. So we're almost there, making a video every day for December. There's a cat right there. But so at the end of the day, I am going to, I'm going to be making a video on how to use AI to figure out your travel plans. So I use, like the main two. There's like the Chat GPT, and then there's also Gemini. I feel like with Gemini is very commercial, like it gives you, if you search for something, it'll give you the first, I guess, 2 pages of the like websites and stuff like that. It'll probably give you like the 2 pages, and it's not necessarily in depth, and it's very like shadow over or whatever. So I don't know if it's just because of just the prompts that I'm using and I have to tweak the prompts and stuff like that. But I tried it a couple of times and I'm like, okay, I'll just go back to like Chat GPT, and it can pretty much help me out, because I felt like with Chat GPT, it was way more detailed and it goes out of its way to like make lists. So for example, I was like, what's the place that tourists usually stay in Da Nang, Vietnam? What's the foods that Da Nang, Vietnam specifically is known for? What are the cultural hubs in Da Nang? What is Da Nang known for via the locals? What is the cultural and historical reference or importance of Da Nang? And it'll start like riddling off stuff. So I was also asking for, museums, historical museums, art museums, anywhere that's like local and nearby that people travel to on a regular, like, family vacation type of thing. I'm talking about anything, because a lot of times I've noticed like they will have like either some type of theme park or water park or some type of like place where they do like even like theatrical like plays and stuff like that, or where it's more like a town away from a town and it's where people go to just chill out and relax. But usually it's very historical and like really, really beautiful. And I feel like sometimes those things are missing. So when I was doing this one search for Da Nang, out of all the videos that I watched, apparently there's this huge water park next to it. Like, not right next to it, but it's like, I think like maybe a 45-minute drive. That's like $15 to get there. And I'm like, dog, like this place looks freaking crazy, like how cool and how nice it was. And it's like up in the mountains. So I'm like, yeah, I'm on the right track. It gave me times where they have their festivals, what their festivals are like, if they're like out in the city, if they're doing floats, if they're doing chants, if it's more spiritual and you're quiet, like it'll let you know in detail in how long their festivals are, just like, or any type of cultural like holidays and stuff like that. So I feel like that's very important to research anywhere you go. So for me, I feel like it's a really good point of like letting your, like, just having the, I guess, awareness of any place you go is going to be different culturally. They're going to have different holidays. They're going to have, which can affect office hours, which can affect, anytime, like, even if you're like paying for something, and do they do cash? Do they do card? A lot of times, are you going to stay more in like the night market type of situation? Are you going to be more like in the malls and stuff like that? Are you, it sort of just depends overall. Like, are you going to be mostly like on the beach and stuff? And I feel like if you're more detailed on like what experience you want, and just start going down the list, and then start, writing down or knocking down, like, okay, this is what I want to do. This is where I want to stay. And how much is food going to cost? How much is it going to cost? And how do I get for even like, the airport. So I was putting in, because I'm meeting the ladies from Exit Summit, but I'll be in Da Nang for like a week before everybody's supposed to be meeting in Hanoi. So I looked up, okay, how do I get from Hanoi to, how do I get to Hanoi from Da Nang? And it's giving me like all these lists. Like I want all the variations of transportation. It gave me everything from Grab to, there was some, some bus options and stuff like that. And, pretty much the variation was like between like $5 or $3 to like $15 for like a 45-minute, drive to like take you down there. So, it's just up to you, like what you want to do and what you want to experience and stuff like that. I feel like if you're not necessarily as vocal, or you're more like, introverted, you might not want to, be in a situation where you're talking to someone or have to talk to someone. So you might want to take a bus or something like that, because nobody's necessarily, it depends on the people around you. I don't know. But yeah, so you just be able to just pick up and go, pick up and leave. Yeah. So I'm trying to think like what else. Food. So food is also another big one. Seeing, like even noticing or like finding out that there's a lot of seafood spots and stuff, like even like right on the beach. I'm so ready. Even when it's like, looking up like what is this city's, culinary dish and stuff like that. So you get some type of taste and experience and I guess ambiance of each city, not just the entire country. And, you can get like a little touch of it. Because I do believe, I could be wrong, but I do believe Hanoi is known for, I guess, all the seamstress and, the people that are making the clothes and stuff like that. So I believe to a certain extent that, that's a thing. And I'm not saying there's not anywhere else, but I feel like that is like the hub or whatever from what I've learned and what I understand. And they also have like the river boats and stuff like that. So yeah, using ChatGPT is like my recommendation. Maybe, AI is updating and changing every day. So maybe it might be a little bit better. Like even when I was looking for someone to do like reties for my hair, I was only able to find one person or like one, I think it's like one African salon, and it was like, I don't even think it was anywhere near Hanoi or Da Nang. I can't really remember, but I know it was just one that it showed up out of the entire country. So I still got to look it up and look into it, because I don't want just people just, being in my head and stuff. I'll just do my hair myself if it takes all of that. But yeah, so do everything that you especially if you have like a list. Like for example, I have an iPhone, so I'll put in my list like overall things that I need to ask, like, like I said, the cultural information, like holiday information, what those holidays mean, even like regular protocol. Like sometimes I feel like it's pretty good to be like protocol with elders, protocol with men versus women, protocol with kids, protocol with like any type of animal that they might have, like like I remember briefly when I was in the military, when I was in Goa, India, like you don't mess with their cows. Like the cows are sacred to them. Not saying that's the whole entire of India, but like Goa, India, that was definitely the vibe. So I feel like when you do that and you like look into that, like how to, some places like they have like their little monkeys and stuff like that, and they monkeys be cutting up, but you know, I don't necessarily say react to them. I feel like you should ask, like, you know, look it up first and then, you know, go, you know, according to that. Because sometimes from what I've seen is like, oh, you need to shoo those monkeys away. And sometimes people are more like, oh no, they're sacred and blah, blah, blah. So, you know, try, you know, at the end of the day, try. I think that's what I have for you guys as far as like using Chat GPT. If you guys want prompts and exactly like what I say and what I use, yeah, just let me know and I will let you guys know what I come up with, because I wanted to have like exact prompts that you can sort of fill in the blank, because I've been using Chat GPT for like a little bit, like 6 months now. So like, you know, there's things that I still got to learn about it myself, but it's getting to the point that I feel like I got a really good handle on it and I can get information out of it fairly easily. I mean, it's there for a reason, you know, but yeah, and I feel like it's such a good way to also be able to enjoy your trip without paying or doing all of this research. Like I did so much research before Chat GPT when I was planning like this big, you know, vacation or whatever, before I came to this realization that, hey, I'm going to do this for the rest of my life or do this for a living, you know, until further notice. And all the videos that I watched, and the thing is, like, it was like the one for Tokyo, and the videos were like mostly done right before it and done a little bit during, if not after, and we're like 5 years down the line. Some of these places might not be open. Some places been built. Some places been moved. Like, you know, it's not necessarily, you know, I'm not saying that it's not valid anymore, because, you know, the YouTuber, he did put in like the feel and the vibe of each area in Japan. And I feel like for me, that's just how I'm going to do it. If I do, well, when I do Japan, it's more on the circumstances, since I am pulling the reins back and not doing the entire country in 3 months. I'm super taking my time. I will be going I will pretty much stay in Tokyo, in the surrounding areas in Tokyo, for like a month at the least, and maybe 2 months, if not 3 months. It just depends on what house sits come for the summer, because I will be there May, and then, you know, June, July, August is there. And like I said, if I end up getting like a house sit, and because I do want to go back to Dubai, and I do have like some family and stuff that like lives there in Dubai. So, you know, I'll be able to be around like, you know, my dad part of the family, and yeah. So it'll be nice. And I'll be able to like just go over and like say hi and stuff like that. And, you know, I have been there during the summer. So, I mean, I was working, I was in the military and stuff, and it was more stressful conditions. I'll say that. If y'all want to hear about that story time, boy, because they, you know, T out there, and we was like out there complete, like, yeah, I'm gonna have, yeah. Ooh, shout out, good times, man, good times. Anywho, so yes, to try to finish up this video, yeah, so pretty much anything that you think you'll need. Also, if you're looking for places for nails, skincare, massages, you can put in like what price range you want to be in, what procedures you want done, like, you know, the whole nine and stuff like that. So that's my recommendation to you guys. Definitely use AI, and use AI to your benefit, and let it help you get your travel endeavors together, because I definitely will still be using it, and you know, while I'm traveling and stuff. And I tell you guys, because I'm thinking about after this, after I leave, I'll do weekly vlogs, and then I'll also do monthly vlogs, and then a big old yearly vlog or something like that at the end of the year, or I'll just do Vlogmas. I'm not really sure, you know. So yeah, that's all for now. I will see you guys tomorrow for Christmas, and bye. Oh yeah, like and subscribe, comment, share if you care. Trying to build some community over here, okay? Trying to get some women. Like, I see that y'all like the hair videos already. I already see that, and I'm like, I'm not trying to be in a position where I'm just doing like hair videos. I know y'all love some hair. I know y'all do. But girl, please. Please. You know, I feel like I have been doing this like almost a month straight. Well, almost a month in general. I started this channel. So, you know, some people was like, oh, it took them like 300 videos to even get there. So I am 30 videos in. I am 1% there. Wait, 330, oh, 10%. Yeah, I'm 10% there. But hey, it'll be way more videos that I make, and yeah, it's just gonna stay casual and things of that nature, and hopefully, you know, it's gonna be for you guys for the most part. So just tell me what you want. Say it in the comments what you want to hear about. How do you like, do you want me to explain like how I feel about it, or, you know, give me your situation and maybe I can weigh in on it. You know, who knows? The more information you guys give back to me, the more I can put out, because I don't necessarily know, you know, what you guys don't know, you know? So, all right, bye.